Hello everyone. Today I want to share a recipe for a very tasty and healthy cottage cheese dessert. Everything is prepared very simply and quickly. The only thing to do in advance is to soak the gelatin. I combine 15 grams of gelatin and 120 grams of milk. Mix well and leave it for a while so that it swells well and becomes soft. The strength of my gelatin is 140–160 bloom. When the gelatin swells well, you can continue cooking dessert. I also defrosted 300 grams of strawberries. Of course, you can use other berries or fruits. Gelatin needs to be warmed up in any way convenient for you. I just heat it up in the microwave and mix it. It should become like this liquid. It will take 300 grams of cottage cheese of any fat content. In this recipe, you can use both sugar and substitutes. I take 120 grams of sugar. You can also take honey or some kind of syrup. If desired for flavor, you can add 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar or a pinch of vanilla and add all the berries here. Carefully punch everything with a blender until a homogeneous consistency. As you have already understood, you can use both fresh berries or fruits and frozen ones. It will just need to be defrosted in advance. And of course, the taste of the dessert will directly depend on the berries or fruits that you will use. You can use several different flavors to make a layered dessert. It will be very beautiful and delicious. And of course, the color of the dessert will also change. To prevent gelatin from clumping, it is better to dilute it a little with the total mass. I add literally a few teaspoons, mix, and then combine. Again, I punch well with a blender until smooth. As you can see, everything is very simple and fast, literally 5 minutes, and you can put it in the refrigerator. And by the way, such desserts are very popular with children, even those who do not eat cottage cheese at all. And adults, of course, like it too. Instead of harmful sweets, it's just super. With strawberries, the color turns out not very saturated, but so slightly pink. I really like it, but of course, with blueberries or currants, the color will turn out to be more saturated. The shape of the dessert can also be made different. Today I'm going to use a square shape with a side of 20 centimeters, and then cut into cubes. I line the inside of the mold with cling film. You can also use some silicone molds for sweets or, for example, silicone molds for cupcakes. Dessert cools down very quickly, literally in a few hours. I don't cover him from above with anything, since he doesn't have time to wind up. We put it in the refrigerator. My dessert has already frozen well and has become so elastic. Turn it over on the board, remove the mold and film. Cut into pieces. If you have a large family, then I recommend increasing the proportions at least twice so that everyone has enough for sure. And this dessert can also be used as a layer in a cake or cake. According to my proportions, the sweetness turns out to be moderate, so I recommend that all sweet tooths increase the amount of sweetener. The dessert turns out not sticky at all and is cut very easily. I get 48 pieces, but of course, you can make them bigger if you want. I also recommend that you try this very healthy and delicious berry dessert without baking. I'll leave the link in the description under the video. The dessert holds its shape perfectly and turns out to be very elastic. Also, if desired, you can roll in coconut chips.
I need some time. It has been sleep.
In my opinion, this is one of the best and healthiest desserts. There is both cottage cheese and gelatin, which is useful for our joints, plus vitamins in berries, and there is no heat treatment. That is, all the useful substances are well preserved. In the summer, I freeze a lot of different berries, and then all autumn, winter, and spring I cook such cool, healthy desserts. But when I use honey, it turns out even more useful. According to its structure, the dessert is very tender and literally melting in the mouth. I had it with strawberries today, so it turned out very fragrant and delicious. But as I said, you can use any juicy berries or fruits. As you have seen, everything is prepared very simply and very quickly, so be sure to try it. Children who do not eat cottage cheese can be helped. I feel strawberry, such a light dessert. Even tomorrow, you can feed the children instead of harmful sweets, and feed the children and eat yourself, and nothing harmful at least for the night. Are you right? Is the puppy okay? I do not promise, and the shape holds well, and not rubber.
Calm down.
The kids will love it. They're cool. It's like Marshmallows anti-stress. Wow, what a handsome man. Got up to the right place. Acrobat. Anti-stress is complete. And play and eat. And even these houses can be built like cubes. Supermarkets are flying. Be sure to try to cook such a dessert and treat yourself and your loved ones with a delicious tea. That's it for today. I wish you all a pleasant appetite, and as always,